Hey, what's up everybody? This is Ommnie, and this video is for new players coming to Squad for the free player weekend. Squad is free to play from September 26th to September 30th, and if this is your first time booting into the game, this is a quick video for you just to know what to expect and what kind of bindings you might want or graphic settings you might want. So once you boot up the game, go ahead and head over to settings, and the first thing you're going to want to do is go to controls and go to voice command. And this game is pretty heavy on the communication aspect of the game. What I would recommend you to do is bind keys for local, squad, and command, and that's about it. So I've done V, B, and G. Those ones seem to be pretty easy for me. I also have those bound to my thumb buttons on my mouse, and it works out pretty well. Next thing, go over to general, set a bind for your map. You're going to be using your map a lot just to check if what you're shooting at is an enemy and not your teammate. Very important. Next, go to graphics, and if you're having trouble with slow graphics in the game, go ahead and change from DirectX 12 to DirectX 11. It's going to require a game start, but this one is generally a little bit easier on your system. You can go ahead and mess with your AA settings and your texture settings to save a little bit of performance. But the thing that really helps out is go to your ocean quality and set it for medium. Even if there's no water on that map, I don't know why, it just really helps out with the graphics. Great, let's head on over to the training range. I'm just gonna fire up the training range real quick to show you some things about some of the kits and some of the players. Pick a faction, any faction, doesn't really matter. When you join a squad, you're just gonna wanna go with a rifleman, which is this weapon looking thing here, this icon. You're going to get an ammo bag with that kit, and what you're going to want to do with that ammo bag is follow around the anti-tank players. The anti-tank players have these rocket icons here. This one is a light anti-tank, and this one is a heavy anti-tank. They're called Lat and Hat. And also you want to follow around the squad leader and just make sure these guys are full up on ammo. The other kit I would recommend playing is Medic. Pretty self-explanatory. You go around healing people up. It's an easy way for a new player to be a massive asset to their squad. If vehicles are your jam, you're going to want to grab the crewman kit. This kit is going to allow you to drive an armor piece, an armor vehicle, something like this. I would recommend do not take a vehicle when you enter a game if you're brand new to the game. Some of the servers require you to create a squad and name it tank or lav or whatever the vehicle you want. They require you to name it as that squad name. So what I recommend you doing is just grabbing a crewman kit, spawning into the game, and just go stand around some vehicles until somebody gets in one, and just ask them if you can ride along or be their gunner, or maybe they want you to drive or something like that. Also, these kits are predetermined. You can't customize the kit. You can't put like a silencer on or different. You can't swap out certain items for other items. They are predetermined kits. Something I wanted to point out about the map is these squares right here are 300 meters across, and it's really useful to know that because sometimes you're trying to gauge range. So how far your target is from your gun or your light anti-tank or whatever. When you zoom in a little bit more, you get these smaller black lines which indicate 100 meters across. And then if you go in a little bit more, you'll get about 33 meters across inside each square. Next thing is this bar up here in the top right. You have layer info, which has information about the radios, also called FOBs or FOBs. You have the next area, which has information about what vehicles are available for each team and how many of them there are. And on your side, it will show cooldown times for when that vehicle will be available. And on the enemy side, it will just show what they get and how many tickets it costs. And the icon legend here, this is useful for new players. It shows the icon for what all the infantry are, what all the vehicles are. Then you have your ticket values. That's the ticket value for that particular game. And then over here, the cogwheel. The one thing that you should go over to and turn on right away is toggle viewing roles as player icons. What this is going to do is make all the infantry on your map pop up with an icon on top of them that shows you what type of infantry they are. So without this, you're not going to know who's like a grenadier or a medic or a squad leader. So if you're down and you're calling for a medic, this is going to show you who's a medic, or if you're looking for your squad lead, it's going to show you who your squad lead is. And there's some other buttons here that are useful for you that I'll let you explore. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get into a real game. All right, so let's take a look at the server browser. So I would recommend joining a server that is under 100 ping. And I would recommend joining a server that is Invasion. The Invasion game mode is really easy for new players because you're just capturing one point at a time, and it's clear where the next point goes after one is captured. So I would definitely recommend that. All right, so let's check out RIP Rest in Places. All right, so we're joining a server. It's Mutaha on Invasion. All right, so what you're going to want to do is choose a squad that has availability. It'll have this green join button here. Go ahead and click on it and choose your rifleman or medic kit as recommended. You can do anything else if you want, but this is what I recommend. Definitely stay away from anti-tank right at the beginning. So let's go ahead and join. And once you join, go ahead and join and just tell everybody you're a new player. This is my first day. Let me know what I should be doing. If I'm doing something wrong, just let me know. Just play with them for a game, see how things go. If you're not feeling that things are clicking, just join a different squad. If your team is losing a lot, like game after game, just join the other team. And if the server overall sucks, just join a different server. But give it a try and keep trying until you feel that things are starting to click. Until you get that dopamine hit, because once you find the right spot, once you find the good squad, the squad leader knows what he's doing, you're really going to have a lot of fun, and it's going to keep you coming back. All right, so that's the rundown for the new player. There's so much more to the game than that, but this is going to get you going. If you want to hang out in the training server and just shoot some rounds, mess around with the rockets, or fly a helo or drive a tank, I would definitely encourage you to go do that, especially if you're going to be anti-tank. Shooting rockets and figuring out the drop for the rockets is going to be really important. But that should be enough information to get you going. I hope you love this game, and I hope you come back. And if you ever want to play with myself and the RECON squad, go ahead and type in RECON into the browser. We are RECON Experience Preferred. But if you're a new player, just let us know. It's all good. We'll take care of you. And I hope to see you there. I hope to see you on the battlefield, and hope y'all have a good one. Thank you.